things like this in the apocalypse.
In the apocalypse.
Bruh, something I don't understand is during the zombie apocalypse, why don't people ride bikes?
Holy shit.
Right? Like, for real, I want you to think about this and tell me the one time you saw, like, in a zombie apocalypse movie, someone riding a bike.
My best guess is it would be hard to carry stuff.
You just get a backpack. Or you, like, put a basket on your bike. It's not that hard.
I know, but that's my best guess. Only thing I can think of.
Plus, if you're, like, in a squad of multiple people, is that really a problem?
It can be.
Actually, now,
Like,
now
if you have a lot of stuff, like, because in the apocalypse, you're always looting.
Enemy at the destroyed building.
yeah, well, okay. That brings me
People
to another
riot shields.
that brings me to another question. If you're in the zombie apocalypse, do you want to be with a group of people or like one or two of you?
I got the shield on the right side of cave. I would say with people. You gotta find some good people though.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. Like, you get a group of like 2 to 3, or you get a group of like 7 to 8. What do you
sorry, I
think?
can't hear you.
Okay, you get a group of 2 or 3, or you get a group of 7 and 8. So like 7 to 8. Which one you picking?
My goal is make a fucking community and reinvent civilization.
Reinvent. Okay.
Well, not reinvent, but reestablish is what I meant.
Yeah.
There you go. But Joe, how many people do you want to be with in a zombie apocalypse?
I'll be honest, I think it highly depends on if it's a country or a city survival situation. Know what I mean? Like, if you're in the country, you don't really need that many people. But if you're in the city, you want a group of people because there's way more things to be cautious of.
True. Well, I don't know if you watched The Walking Dead, but right now, the cities are empty. There's this girl who went crazy in the city, living by herself because it was just empty.
Yeah, but think in a real scenario, is that gonna be what happens?
It could be if they migrate.
I don't know if they'd migrate, like...
They absolutely would. They follow noise, right?
Yeah.
And if you get, I'm going off of The Walking Dead. So obviously, you get a big herd, they start moving. If one moves, they all move. It's like the monkey effect.
I don't know. What I'm thinking is like...
All depends on your kind of zombies, I guess.
Yeah.
Think about it. No one's gonna be in the city, or especially the first little bit. So why would they stay? Motherfucker.
Well,
Like, why would the zombies stay in the city?
Well, not everyone can get out of the city, right?
Well, probably all those people are gonna die eventually.
Plus, you gotta think
I'm
in the
talking
panic, or how our place is not gonna jam with cars and stuff. Like, people are gonna
Exactly.
panic.
Yeah.
So that's gonna cause a lot of...
Gonna die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna die in the city. That's why I'd rather be in the country.
I mean, absolutely. Like, in cities,
There's pros and cons to both of them, though.
Yeah. Like, you got New York. That's 10 million zombies gonna be coming after you pretty much.
Yeah, Gage, I'm curious. What do you consider a con for zombies in the country? What's a con there? I'm curious.
In my honest opinion, it would be too open. If you get like a swarm of them all at once,
Mm-hmm.
there's not a lot of time to defend against. Cause it's like
That's what happened
open.
in The Walking Dead.
Okay,
Where if you're in the city, you can at least detour them because of all the buildings.
Yeah, but you don't know if those buildings are safe.
Yep.
Like, you can go into any building and die.
Yeah.
Also...
if you're in a country, if it's surrounded by trees a lot, you're not going to see them coming, and like you could easily get overrun, especially if you don't have that many people.
Okay, the argument I have to that is like, if you're way off on like a distant road on like the edge of a corner to the lake, the chances of them actually getting there alive are probably way more slim than you think it is.
Well, we're talking like most of the world has gone to shit, right? Right? Like,
Yeah.
they find their way through, I want to say. They don't usually follow roads. They just follow whatever sound in one direction.
Okay, here's the argument, okay? How long would it take a zombie to die without food? Because they need to eat to survive still, right?
No, not in my mind. Not these zombies. They're already dead. It's the part in the brain that just keeps them moving for some reason.
Okay, then let's go off
I
of...
don't think they'll die off.
Let's go off... Well, eventually they'll rot and collapse. There's no
True,
way that
but
won't happen.
how-
So
That's gonna... Oh, fuck.
you're taking half,
Yeah,
like...
no,
You're
I
taking
agree with that.
half, we'll say half rotted zombies, just because that'll probably be the more or less overall. My cabin is an hour and a half out of the city. If they have to walk in the sun, it takes, I've done the math, it takes like 30 hours to walk to my cabin from where I live. Are they gonna survive a whole day out in the sun? Are they gonna survive the wildlife that'll attack it?
Fuck.
Dude, you know how you should know how strong a rotten 2x4 is, right?
Yeah.
Rotten 2x4s are still very strong.
Okay, but that's not flesh. That's not meat.
If there's bone, and they crawl, they just keep going.
Dylan, if a zombie can't crawl with just bone, it needs muscle to pull itself. That's
Yes.
basic biology anatomy.
Also, it's not gonna take 30 hours. How long does it take to rot, I guess? How long does something take to rot?
Depends on how hot it is, like the temperature it is, if it has things eating it, how much it's moving and stretching out the meat. Like
Also
'cause-
depends on if they're actually eating something or like consuming some sort of liquid.
well, zombies, I don't think zombies need liquid. In my mind, they just need food.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about zombies, so in your example, the zombie apocalypse would be no more than a couple of weeks. Well, Gage, what would your zombies be? Would they die? Would they eat food and stuff?
I'm just going like biologically
I don't-
correct.
In
I'm asking Gage though.
No, I know. I'm just saying where mine's coming from.
in my
Yeah.
opinion, I don't think they would need a reason to eat because they're only basic instincts to survive.
Hello?
They wouldn't need that type of the food, you know.
Hello?
Yeah. Hey.
What's that,
Well,
Daniel?
we're in a debate. Hold on here.
That's the fuck?
Okay, continue, Gage.
So that would be my honest opinion. That would be my honest opinion. Not needing to eat.
Well, then
'Cause
why
all
would
their
they?
part of their- who
Why would they
were
attack people in the
disappeared
first
except
place?
Their basic instinct.
The
Because that's
zombie's
what they
basic
do?
instinct is to kill to eat.
Yeah.
So if they don't
Or
have
their
to eat,
basic
Listen,
instinct
you're
to
trying
be-
to
to
understand
infect.
something that doesn't exist, though. You just need to go off
Very
of what
true.
we know and how do we survive them.
I-
We're
I-
Look
arguing,
at
actually,
what does this
Gage's
fictional
What
thing-
the
actually-
absolute
actually
shit
Gage's ideal zombie apocalypse is one that I start. Let's be
Because
real
if
here.
You think of it, if you think of it, the
Oh my
movie
god,
World War
fucking
Z,
zombies.
The
Yeah.
movie World War Z on how they didn't
Never
need
seen
to
it.
eat, but their basic instinct was to infect.
Yes, exactly.
Where if
They-
you were where if you're someone that was like sick, they wouldn't go after you, but if you were healthy, they would. That's what I'm going for.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what those zombies
I
are.
thought.
we have 3 different kinds of zombies going on here. This is really confusing.
We got Jorians, just we got Gauges, and then we got mine that never died.
No, I'll be honest.
Holy-
In my opinion, Gage, I was expecting Gage to say it's the zombies that Joe starts and ends the world with.
I would say something like that too.
I know you would, fucking asshole. But what was I gonna say? No, so
I don't
like,
know, something.
so like, if we're going back to the ones I was talking about like they'd eventually rot and collapse. The farther away you are from civilization, the safer you would ideally be. Correct?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
yes,
If
ideally.
they rot, yeah.
Plus,
I would
here's
give them like 30 years to rot, though. How fast would an undead animated body be, though?
Well, you gotta keep in mind there are things that'll try and eat it, so it'll have to fight those off.
You prove a valid point that I didn't think of that. Nature.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Something as big as a bear would come across in the sea. It's meat, and we go after it. That makes sense.
Or like,
could it not smell that it's dead and not want to eat it?
well, what about
That's
coyotes? Coyotes are scavengers.
Yeah.
Very good
that
point.
too. But if you go back to your rotten theory, would they eat rotten meat? I don't know if they do or do not.
Coyotes probably would. Same with bears. Bears are scavengers when they're desperate. And you gotta think if they come across, like, I know this is a stretch, but like say a deer, when it's like say it's in mating season for deer, a deer gets close to it, that deer's gonna fuck it up with its antlers. Have you ever seen moose attacks? Moose attacks are crazy.
Dude, mooses are so big.
If you mean to tell me that a zombie's gonna take down a moose, I wanna fucking laugh in your face.
I absolutely believe a herd of zombies would take down a moose. I believe the zombies could. If they surround a moose and it tries to fight them, I think the zombies would win.
Really?
That's all about numbers too.
Yeah, I think it all depends on
That girl
numbers.
failed, yeah.
Cause think about
great.
it. Think about it. Okay, like if it's like a group of 2 or 3, not a chance.
Oh,
Right?
absolutely fucking not.
But if it's
2 or
like,
3 zombies is nothing.
but we'll say like we'll just throw a number. We'll say a herd of 20 zombies. That moose is gonna run for
I
its
would say-
life. It's not gonna try and fight that. That's suicide.
Would it though? It's a moose.
Okay.
And do mooses know that? Like, oh shit.
And-
If an animal's instinct, if it's in a backed position, it will fight for its life.
But in the middle of a forest, how often are you really gonna get cornered?
Also, I think a moose might have a good chance against 20 zombies.
Shit.
Yeah, I guess if they're slow enough, right? Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Also, yeah, a moose could easily run away from zombies.
Yeah. What else could be like a big thing there in this argument? Like what other very common animal?
That's good.
Vultures. What do you think vultures would do?
Vultures would, if I'm being honest, I feel like a vulture, because vultures' immune systems are very high, they'd probably just attack zombies the entire time. Like they'd constantly,
Yeah.
because think about it, they smell dead.
It's rotting meat.
They're rotting flesh, yeah.
Yeah.
And if a zombie trips and falls, like, or if a limb falls off, like,
That's free meal right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to what I was getting to. Also, Dylan, I don't know if your cabin's the same way.
No, you're high when you just hear
My
cabin
fucking
is
zombies
more-
and shit.
No, I know it's
Yeah,
nowhere
My
near.
cabin's more of a town.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not
Close
like
to the
mine. Okay, so with mine, like, a zombie comes into the campsite, we can get on a boat and just take off.
Oh, I could do that too. I got lakefront.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It
saying.
wouldn't take too long.
I have
I know, but
lakefront
I'm
too.
very close to a town.
Oh, on that way. Fuck that shit.
See, but my grandpa's cabin, he
Mhm.
has lakefront, but it's not the same. It's at the end of the road, but
Okay.
his house is in the middle of the road, and there's a bunch of houses around him.
No, we have like a true lakefront, but I'm thinking like
I'm just saying.
the zombies. There's no way they're swimming. Like they'll walk under the water,
no,
but
they'll sink or float.
No, fuck that.
but then you also gotta
God
think
damn it.
with all the like types of different cruise ships and stuff. Like how many people are just gonna get on a cruise ship if they're healthy and just stay out on the ocean for a couple weeks?
I think that's also
That could
a
also-
TV show. The last
That could also
ship.
bite them in the ass too, though. Because one person gets sick and gets infected, boom, game over for the rest of them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's
necessarily,
it's a
but yes.
risk.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
If it gets too big,
Hmm?
yeah, it's no.
So let's just
It's all
go on.
about-
Let's just say like 100 people per cruise. So there's distancing. It's not all
cruise.
crazy. Or if it's like one of those 3-level. If it's one of
I
those
say that's
3-level
way too-
boats.
That's not realistic to me. Like
What isn't?
even the Titanic was a very small ship. How
Mm-hmm.
many people were on the Titanic? Like
Don't know.
tens of thousands of people. Exactly.
Okay, so what you want to
Tens of
go?
thousands.
You want to go 500 for safety precaution? Was 500
I
decent?
don't know enough. I don't know enough, man.
Okay, you know those boats that'll go down the Red River? Those like ferry boats?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
the fair. Yeah.
Okay, let's say a ferry boat is like the smallest size for a cruise ship. Because it's technically a Red River cruise, okay? Those things hold around 150 people comfortably.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about the Forks or the red cruise ship?
The white ones with like the red roofs.
Okay, I was thinking of those little pontoons down
No,
by the
no,
Forks.
no, no, no. Those I wouldn't call that a cruise ship. Fuck no.
So the red ferry,
Yep.
150 people
Max. We'll say that's max.
max. Okay,
So like,
that's a decent sized ship to live on. I
yeah.
would say. And then, so what's your theory again?
Like say people go on a boat, they take off, wait for the zombies to leave, come back to like refuel and stuff, but they stay within a comfortable distance. Like if they go out on the boat for a couple days, will the military and police be able to apprehend the situation by a decent amount before they get back and have to come back to shore?
We're talking about a zombie apocalypse, so I would say the military fails, because you can't have an apocalypse if the military wins.
I don't know. I think
There could be factions that live,
what
but for
I'm
an
thinking.
apocalypse to happen, they have to lose.
Okay, well, I'm not saying that they
More
win. I'm saying that they
realistically,
like
would win.
they control the situation to a decent degree where it's safe for people to come back when they need to come back and like refuel and stuff.
Oh
Less
my
than 7 days to
goodness.
die?
Oh wow.
Or not 7, like in the, what Gage was saying, what movie was that?
Yeah, it's
World
a
War Z.
new. It's like such a
Yeah,
destroyed by
World War
different
Z.
kind of game mode,
I
right?
think that could work.
Oh,
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Like, and you wouldn't even need to take people off the boat.
No, they just need to
Not
come
really.
back while they refuel.
Exactly. Let's get the military to do all that stuff, and
Yeah.
if they're all dead, just well, they'll have to.
Yeah. But
Drive away.
let's be real. If the zombie apocalypse started, it would be under control fairly decently, I feel like.
Absolutely,
But-
especially in this age.
Okay,
Absolutely.
It also
Count-
depends on what the
counterpart.
government has planned
Ca-
too, though. They don't have
counterpart.
anything
have
planned. We're all
plans.
fucked.
They have plans, which is insane.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a counterpoint I want to make on that though. We are literally surviving in an infectious world right now, and no one gave a shit after the first couple weeks.
Good
Of our
point.
pandemic.
Yeah.
that's true.
So, are we,
People are stupid.
are we like gonna end up getting fucked if
Oh,
this
they almost
happens?
made- Oh fuck.
Like, are people gonna be like, oh, you know, we can handle it?
I just imagine people protesting the fucking zombie apocalypse, and then a herd comes by and eats them, and then there's a bunch of zombies walking around with signs. Zombies aren't
Oh my
real.
god. This fucking Plants vs.
That's
Zombies
real
bullshit.
hilarious.
They're allergic to corn,
Okay.
just plant corn around your house.
Boom, safe.
No, but like for real, would we be able to actually handle it?
Absolutely.
Or would it be
Well,
Because
like,
it's something we know about.
yeah, but we knew for the coronavirus for how long and still the whole world got infected.
You know, that's an interesting question, Jordan. I'm not too sure. People are pretty stupid.
Cause like, I believe the first reported coronavirus case was all the way back in 2016, I think it was, when they said new virus discovered,
No,
no danger to it.
no. A coronavirus is a blank name for a new virus. So that coronavirus is not the same as this coronavirus.
But is it sure?
now-
Did it just mutate over time?
Every virus mutates. Or
No, but that's what I'm saying. What if
No,
it was the same one that just mutated over time? Does that mean the virus for the zombies is going to mutate over time and become more dangerous?
true. In theoretical,
Like, I don't know, man. I feel like the world would be fucked unless you were ready for it. Like, the few people that would actually be fully ready would be the ones that would survive without a
Oh
problem.
shit! Scared the fuck out of me.
You
Yeah.
scared the fuck out of me too.
I just busted you and
yeah.
two people, and all of a sudden you flying.
Plus, you gotta make sure you got all the weapons
That
intact.
invisible 725 at the beginning.
Yeah, like, but there's a lot of weapons in the world.
Not a lot of ammo though.